Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Teresa, and this is my channel, Just Teresa. Welcome to episode six, season six, episode 3 of Real Housewives of Potomac. Woo! Me and my beautiful co-host, Living Life with Lisa, are reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac right now, and I'm just loving it. Now, you're probably going, where is the co-host? Today is her anniversary, so she is out enjoying her anniversary. I told her, don't worry about it, sis. Go ahead and take care of you and your hubby. Happy anniversary, Lisa. I miss you. So, yes, as I said, this is season 6, episode 3. If y'all didn't see episodes 1 and 2, please go back and watch it. I did episode 1 of my channel, and then the following Monday, Living Life with Lisa did episode 2 on her channel. So you have to make sure you have her as well. Her description, her link to her channel is in the description box below. So please go ahead and grab that link because we do alternate. We are doing this together as a collaboration. So please join her, join me if you're not connected to me. I would love to have y'all here. So we are now on season 6, episode 3. Lord have mercy. And I also decided to do this live because we want to interact with everybody in the chat. So I'll be going over the commentary, giving my opinions, then I'll be looking down into the live chat to see what everybody has to say. A little secret about me, I am a reality TV junkie. That's why I wanted to start this, and I wanted to have a co-host because I thought it would be fun to bounce it off of somebody else. And me and Living Life with Lisa, I think is just a perfect match. So I hope y'all have been enjoying it. We are now on up to episode 3. 1 and 2 is already out, so check that out if you haven't seen it. This show is something else. I tell you, I love to see these ladies every single season when they come back. It's just amazing. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. But first, let me say hi to the couple of people that's coming in the live right now. Hey, Buddha, that's my mom. What's up, Buddha? How you doing, babes? Hey, Life with Donnie and Jody. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you. Yes, I'm on episode 3. Now, it starts off this episode with Robin and Juan. Now, if y'all been watching, you know Juan for the last few episodes has been complaining that Robin is not getting out of the bed. She is just not getting up. So this particular episode, now I'm going to talk about it, my perspective on it, and then I'll be checking out the chat to see what y'all think if you watched it. So it opens up with Juan saying to Robin, who is in the bed, he's calling her and saying, get the kids up for school, because the kids are still Zoom schooling at this point. Now, when he called her, it's 8:35, and she was still in the bed. School starts at like 9:15 or something. So he's calling her, get up, go get the kids. So she gets up, she gets one of the boys up, puts him in front of the computer, goes back to bed. Back to bed. Whatever happened to breakfast? You know, these kids are not going into school until 9 something. They should have already ate, but she did not get up and feed them early. That's the stuff that I was peeping. Y'all give me your opinion on what you think. But for my kids, if they had homeschooling, it would be treated just as it would if they was going off to school on a bus. You got to get up and feed your kids. So she gets up. He has to go straight to the computer. No breakfast, sleep in his eyes. It's terrible. Then she goes back to bed. Mind you, they have 2 sons. So she got up one son. She didn't get up the other one and say, let me take him down and go get him some breakfast before he starts school. Oh, no. She didn't do that. She went back to bed. Juan comes in and says, what the hell is wrong with you? Why aren't you getting out of the bed and taking care of our kids? He said, you didn't get up the other son. She said, oh, yeah, he's in the bed. You could get him up. So Juan has to go get up the kids. When he walked out of the room, he said, I'm sick of this. One thing I can tell you about men being married almost 11 years and being with my husband almost 20, when they start saying that they're sick of something, you better pay attention. And let's not forget, Living Life with Lisa. Lisa didn't like it when I said it last time. But let's not forget, oh, pretty green-eyed Giselle got her eyes on Juan, who she keeps saying is super fine. I feel like that's the type of chick you gotta watch. She's the Portia of the group. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh, I hope everything's okay, Buddha. Hey, House of X. Thank you for coming in. Yes, thank you, Life Adoni, for telling everybody to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Hey, Anita. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Hi, 313 Yolanda. If they're in virtual school, right, because Yolanda, I don't think that he's picked up on that yet, babe. I don't think he's picked up on that. Hey, Leo. Yes, yes. Exactly, Anita. Exactly. So for them, don't forget these reality shows are like they do this 3 to 4 months before we even see it. So it was during the whole pandemic in the Zoom schooling. Now kids are going back to school, but back then, 4 months ago, it's probably even 4 months ago, they wasn't. So the thing that was getting me is Juan is right. He absolutely is right that she's not getting up. He don't know what the hell is wrong with her. But like Yolanda said, he's not really taking the time to see if something's wrong. And let me just throw this in there too, into the whole mix of it all. Is something really wrong with her? Because she seems to make it to all the parties. She seems to make it to the soirees. You know what I'm, there ain't no depression when she going to the next event. Okay? Don't forget everybody. Usually the reality ladies, the reality ladies is me in a co-host living life with Lisa. Lisa, she is off today because it is her anniversary. Please, everybody, put HA, happy anniversary. Just HA, Lisa, Lisa, we love you. If you don't have Lisa, Lisa, please do me a favor. Her link is in the description box below. You have to hit her link and turn on the bell because we alternate. This is my Monday. Next week is her Monday. She'll be doing episode 4. So I did 1, she did 2. I'm on 3. She's going to do 4. So we do this back and forth on each other's channel. So please make sure you have Living Life with Lisa Lisa so you can catch episode 4. So right now we're on episode 3, and I'm just talking about the whole Robin and Juan situation. I don't believe Juan is aware that she's feeling depressed. But on the same hand, like I was saying, is she depressed because she goes to all the events, y'all? Let's be real with this. Let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about it. Let me see who else came in. Hey, Bevy. Hey, Vern. Thank you. Hey, Advice with Mel. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Angie. Thank you, babe. Slim Jim, what up? Thank you guys for telling happy anniversary to Lisa. I really appreciate that. I wanted to know that we miss her because she's usually up here with me. She is my beautiful co-host and we do this together. But I told her, go on your anniversary. I'm going to hold it down. Okay. Hi, Soul Star Sketching. Thank you for coming in. So right now, I'm still talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. We're on season 6, episode 3. Okay. And I'm talking about how it opened up with Robin not getting out of the bed to get her kids in front of the computer to do their Zoom schooling. You can even hear the teacher saying to her, to one of the sons. She's saying to one of the sons, you really have to start getting here on time. Robin is literally in the bed right up until it's time for them to get on the Zoom call. So they're missing breakfast. I don't even know if they wash their face. They're missing breakfast. They're not fully awoke. And Juan, her husband, is saying, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of you being lazy and just laying in the bed all day. Now, some people would beg to differ and say it's depression. I would normally go with that. But like I said, are you only depressed when it comes to getting up to get the kids ready for school? Because, baby, she's not depressed when she's out at all these events that she goes to on time. Let's not forget, Robin used to be the one that was late every single year, every single season. She is on time all the time. Okay? So, okay, that's my thing. Hey, Soul Star Sketching, thank you. I hope everybody coming over from Vern's Junk Closet decides to go ahead, subscribe to me, leave me a comment so I can find y'all and show the love back. Thank you, Vern. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Robin bet not be using depression as a storyline, but she's showing on top. Exactly, Yolanda. Exactly what I was telling you. Yep. Robin better get it together before she lose one to Giselle. Because I swear Giselle is sweating it. I swear she is. Okay. Thank you, Buddha, for dropping Living Life. I have her in the description box as well. Yes, teacher was trying to explain how Zoom schooling works. Robin goes through something, right? Buddha, I don't think she initially really wanted kids. I don't think that was the big plan. You know how some people you either got it or you don't, you know? So, anyways, that is the way they opened up. And I just wanted to do a little dialogue on y'all about that. I feel like Robin needs to watch out for Juan because Juan is telling her he's sick of it. When a man says that, you got to be careful. It's not like he didn't leave her before. They broke up before. And he's supposed to be marrying her. He's not going to marry her if he thinks she's just being a lazy bum. Let's be real. And like she's trying to say it's depression, and I would go with that, but depression don't happen at sporadic times. You're not depressed at all the parties and the events. So come on with that. I think she's just using that. All right. So now then the scene goes to Karen and Ray. You know, Karen is the queen, honey. Karen has got her La Dame beauty line with the wigs and the cologne, and Karen is doing the damn thing. Let me tell you, Karen looks great. I think Karen is around 58, 59 years old, or maybe even older. I'm not even sure. Ray is an older man. He's in his mid 70s. But I still love that she brought him into her Zoom call because I feel like Ray is in retirement. Ray is feeling kind of lost. He doesn't really know his way anymore. He was always the provider. Now Karen has took on that role, and as a man who's always been the one holding it down, he doesn't know what to do with himself. When you're in your mid 70s and you're retired, he hasn't found his niche. So I think he really enjoys being with Karen and her business. So I thought it was really sweet that he came and sat down and he was enjoying the Zoom call. I thought that was really sweet. I love the way Karen also rides out for her marriage. But let me give my honest commentary on Karen and Ray. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong, okay? But this is the way I see them. Hold on. Hey Donna, thank you for coming in. Yeah, she needs a job outside of the home. Absolutely. So my and y'all let me know about the Karen and Ray thing. Didn't y'all think that was cute? I thought it was super cute. But let me just throw this out there about Karen and her husband Ray. She's always fighting for the marriage. She's always crying. She's hoping the marriage works. She doesn't want to let it go. She loves Ray. I love Ray. Boop boop the boop. I love Ray. You know? We can make a song out of how many times Karen said, "We love Ray. We love Ray." Okay, but if y'all really look between the lines, like I try to do, every time Ray goes in for a kiss, to me, Karen's, mm, mm, she don't want to kiss him. She's not attracted to him. He's just somebody she's used to being with. When he was younger Ray, she probably was like, whoop-de whoop. But older Ray kind of hunched over Ray and coming over to get in the Zoom. Oh, I like Queen Karen. I think is a whole nother ballpark. That's what happens when you have a 30-year, 20-year, 30-year difference in your marriage. It's cute when you're real young and this person is throwing you money, paying all the bills. It ain't so cute when they're almost 80 and you're in your 50s and now this person, this old person, is trying to kiss you. When he's not trying to kiss her and get close to her, I feel like she's okay. But when he comes in for the kiss, and you will notice this in other scenes, I'm going to need y'all to pay attention to how Karen cringes every time Ray tries to kiss her. So that tells me a lot. She loves him. She wants to be with him. He is stability. She want to make sure whatever he leaves her, she gets at the end, of his road on this earth. But I think it doesn't go past that. Just like she's told people in the past, his everything, his body parts ain't even attractive to her anymore. She said that on other episodes, in other seasons. So I feel like there's a little something there with Karen. She's not being genuine, but she's locking in that hope if Ray is gone on to the Mother Earth, she will be taken care of. That's my opinion. Let me know. I'm gonna see what y'all saying about it. Hey, Auntie Mama. Thank you. Both of them give dry. Come on, Yolanda. Come on. So then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Right, right, right. Okay, so with that, that was that scene with Karen and Ray. Now the next scene they went to was with Giselle, and she's meeting up with Ashley at a coffee shop. So her and Ashley are getting like a little cake. Ashley comes in looking super, super duper pregnant. Lord have mercy. I sure wish Ashley would sit down somewhere and put her feet up, her legs up, so her ankles won't swell. It's time for that girl to sit down in her house and everybody goes to her. You know, she is due in like 7 days. Girl, when you gonna sit down? Please tell me when you gonna sit down. So, anyways, she meets Robin at the coffee shop. I mean, she meets Giselle at the coffee shop. Giselle is asking her how she's doing and things like that. We're doing great. We're doing great. I'm trying to find a nanny. She's telling Giselle about the nanny thing. Okay, this is where I'm gonna need y'all in the chat to chime in. And anybody watching the replay, please help me out. Okay? When she said that we're looking for a nanny, and then Giselle said, ooh, do we want a nanny around Michael? I still don't trust Michael because Michael is always cheating. Do y'all think that was a girlfriend's place to say that? Or do you think it was shady and she didn't need to say it? If you know Ashley and Michael are trying to work it out and she's trying to put that behind her, why say, oh, I don't trust Michael? You better watch him with the nanny. I just feel like it wasn't necessary. But I beg to differ. Y'all tell me what you think. Do you think it was just her being a girlfriend saying, oh, you better look out? Or do you think that is Giselle being typical Giselle throwing more shade? Because don't we need to worry about where Pastor Jamal is? Do you want people to always say, oh, Pastor gonna get up there and preach and take somebody behind the podium, child? What we doing? Like, do we need to throw that in people's face? If he cheats, she already knows what he did. If he cheats again, she's prepared. She's prepared. They have basically, she's admitted in the past that they have an open relationship to a certain degree. She started getting mad, not wanting the open relationship anymore. But she knows Michael's history and she kept him. So I don't feel like they need to keep on saying it over and over and over. Mm-mm. Let me see. Exactly, Anita. Exactly. Thank you, Buddha, for putting my join. Yes, you guys, I do have memberships. If you want to join, that would be wonderful. And she's my wonderful mod is dropping everything. Thank you so much. Don't forget to please subscribe to my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. Lisa, August 2nd, we'll be doing episode 4 at her house. Right, Buddha. Okay, okay. Both of them find common ground in the shade. That's true too, Yolanda. That is true too. But I just felt like, ugh, that she didn't need to say it. She didn't need to say it. But anyways, Giselle moved on. It was telling her she wants to throw a pamper party for her. I thought that was really nice because Ashley is going through a lot. First of all, being that many months pregnant and having a 1 or 2 year old is not easy. Been there, done that. It's not easy. So I think a nice pamper party for her is a good idea. So I was really excited that she said that. You know what I mean? And she did. So I'm glad she changed the subject as well. You know? So that was that scene. Then we went on to Robin in her mother's warehouse with her hats. Don't forget, Robin, a couple of seasons ago, or maybe even last season, started a hat line. Remember, she didn't want Karen in it because she felt like Karen's face was too hard and that Karen, I think she was trying to say, is too old to really rock the hats, which I think was a big mistake because all ages wear hats. All ages. And Karen is the grande dame of the whole damn operation of Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's give her her flowers. So for Robin to leave her out was a big mistake. But nonetheless, she's in the warehouse hand boxing all the hats, which I thought, okay, I didn't know. We didn't know her hair thing, her hat thing blew up so much. I did not know that. So I was very excited for Robin to find that her hat line had blew up so big that she outgrew the warehouse. I was like, what? And you not getting out the bed? What are you so depressed about? You a boss, girl. Get up, get out to that warehouse and get those orders out the door. She really don't got no reason. There's people with a whole lot less than Robin that's getting up out of the bed. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Oh, yes, Auntie Mama, me too. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for coming in. So, I was like, okay, so she's in there, and then she has a friend. Who came in? Wendy. Wendy comes in with stilettos, and Robin is in her warehouse with a new friend named Akala or something to that nature. We have never seen Akala before. We never met Akala. All of a sudden, Akala is there with stilettos on, boxing up hats in the warehouse. That's how we introducing people now, Bravo. You're like, we not easing them in and talking about them a little bit. Like she's just boom, she's just there. I thought she was gonna just be on that scene, but later on she's still around. So I know that just like Mia, she's probably gonna be a new addition to the store, to the whole franchise, which is cool. But I thought the way they brought her in with no real introduction was a little tacky. Like, come on, Bravo, we can do better than that. Bravo Andy, call him Bravo Andy. You know what I'm saying? So she's in the warehouse. Oh, okay, Patricia. Thank you. Yes, yes, that's so true. Yes, so true. Wendy mentioned her. Oh, okay. So Wendy comes in. She introduces her to Ascala. I don't even know how to say the name, y'all. But she introduces her to her. That's cool. She starts telling. Wendy starts telling Robin that she's switching careers and she's going to her home essentials, which she's starting with. She wants to do sheets, towels, throw pillows, candles, everything home decor basically. And so she's going to start from the bottom with candles. Okay, I'm going to need y'all opinion on this because I got my opinion. When she said that, Robin did her confessional and said, I'm real confused. We go from politics and being 3 to 4 degrees to candles, almost like she looked down her nose at it like it's a step down. First of all, home decor is huge, billion dollar industry, honey. Don't put your nose down on it, okay? I thought that Robin, who, whatever her job was prior to the hats, should have been way more supportive in that moment. Save the shade, get your ass out the bed, okay? And say to her, girl, you can do it. I'm doing hats and you here helping me bag up my hats. I'll be there for you with whatever you need on this journey. See, that's the kind of friends I need in my corner. No more shady friends. I need friends that are real and true and really do love me. So I thought in that moment, that Robin was throwing shade. Instead of saying, I can relate, I started a random hat line, girl, you can do it. Let me get in here and help you. Whatever you need, I'll meet you at your house. Boom. That's the kind of backup you need. These girls are so busy tearing each other down that they don't know together they can make a whole empire of females become the biggest bosses if they would just lift each other up. Whatever happened to lifting each other up? Tell her, I'm going to buy up your candles and you come by and get my hats. Let's lift each other. Let's have meetings about bosses. Throw ideas at each other in case somebody can help me. That's the real friend circle that you need. So I really didn't like that Robin took a moment to say that shady little comment. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Buddha said. I think Buddha said something. The Reality Ladies live review of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 2. Please go hit thumbs up and follow the show. Yes, thank you. Please subscribe to me while you're here as well. Thank you. So I thought that was very unnecessary. Okay, so that's my opinion. If y'all have a different opinion, please put that in the chat. I would love to hear what you guys think about that scene. I feel like I don't need nobody to say, why are you going from politics to this and you're 5 degrees to this? I get it. I get it. Like, girl, why are you changing careers? I get it. But still, follow up with, doesn't matter, not my business, whatever you need, I got your back. That's all you have to do. Literally, that's all you have to do. You know what I mean? So I like that they're showing their side business. Me too. Me too, 313 Yolanda. Me too. I think that is a part that really makes the show feel real. I don't want to just see y'all fighting and arguing and throwing drinks on each other. Let me see what these boss ladies do, because they are all bosses in their own right. And that is very inspiring for a lot of women. So, I just felt like Robin could have kept that shady comment, but I think that they all think they have to do that. But I also think a part of it is really who they are in real life. you know. Hi, Panama City. Thank you, Leo, for telling them that. Okay, so that was that scene. Now we're going to go on to my new favorite girl, which is Mia. Something about Mia I like. I like people that are real. I like people that are coming on and being who they are and not trying to make themselves the tough one because they want to be the star. They want to be the baddest bitch of the show so they can get all the spotlight. I want somebody that it just feels real. That's what I like about Mia. Regardless of her looking like a blown up doll or Kim Kardashian or whatever she's trying to do with the lip injections and then the Botox and the tummy tucks and breast lift and booty. I don't care what she does to her body. Mia is a real one. Okay. So we're on Mia and her husband and they're talking business. She's trying to figure out how she can juggle being a boss of her husband's many, many companies and also being a mother and all these other things that she's saying that she has to deal with. Mind you, her husband is like 30 years older than her. He met her in a strip club. What I love, but what I'm talking about with me and her being real is she's talking about her real life in this scene with her husband. She takes her husband into another room. She tells him she doesn't have a relationship with her mother. It's been about 6 years since she's actually talked to her, and that she was in foster care because her mother and her father was on drugs. That's what you call coming on the show and being real. How much more real can you be than episode 1 or 2 or whatever it was when she was telling them how many surgeries she had and things that she's doing to her body, and then said she had reconstructive surgery on her clitoris? How much more real can it get when you tell somebody that just upon meeting you? You know why she told it? Because she's real. She doesn't care. She's an open book. She's going to say whatever she wants to say, and it is what it is. And that's what I like about Mia. So that means she's from the streets, because that foster care life ain't no joke. She could have had a good life. She could have. But you learn how to protect yourself. You learn how to fight in these streets, and you learn to stand up for yourself. So I love that Mia was talking to him about it. She's going to try to repair her relationship with her mother. I cannot wait to see that play out, because I'm really hoping they bring the mom on, because let me tell you, that is another spin to the show that would be amazing. Bring some real life dialogue to the show. Just like Love and Marriage Huntsville. That is the biggest reality show out, because it don't get no more real than Martell and Melanie going through what they're going through. But it's real, so their ratings surpasses, I think, everybody. So Mia, I think, is going to really help the franchise, because she's not watching what she says. She doesn't care about the cameras. She is going to be who she's going to be. Nobody talks about reconstructing their private area that is trying to go with a script. She is just who she is, and I love that about her. I can't wait to see that play out with her mom coming on. I'm hoping they get the mom, Let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah, she's very down. Too early, maybe, but I think there's no filter on her. She's gonna say whatever she wants to say. I hope Mia and her mom get through their issues, and it won't take a turn like Kenya and her mom. Yes, yes, Boss Life, what up? Yes, this show is something else, honey. And I, I feel like hold on. Like Donna Green was saying, Donna said Mia's telling all her business too soon. I understand that, but people like her who keep it 100 at all times, they don't have a filter. You're going to say whatever it is on your spirit because when you're being real, you're not going, oh, I should wait and say that later because that's what the show is going to want. You're not thinking like that. You straight up with it out right from the hip. Listen, I did a reconstructive on my cuckoo. Okay? Or I was in foster care. My mommy and dad was on drugs. I didn't see neither one of them for over 6 years. I'm going to try to fix the relationship now, but I got a lot of anger. I love that she's come straight from the hip, no chaser, and they better get ready for it. And I think that foster care life has taught her how to defend herself. So little Miss Wendy, Pritzy boob, new boobs, Pritzy 5 degrees, better watch out because I'm telling you, Mia is here for all the smoke. Okay? Like y'all, for anybody just coming in, I know I normally do this with my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. Today is her anniversary, and that is the reason she is not here. We are wishing her a happy anniversary. Have fun, Lisa. I got you, girl. We'll be at Living Life with Lisa's house August 2nd, which is next Monday for episode 4. If you don't have her, please grab her link. My mod has been putting it in the chat or it is in the description box. Okay, so let's go to the next scene. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? All right, so now that was Mia and her husband. Her husband that's 30 years older than her, Gordon. Now the scene goes to Robin. Robin was asking Wendy. Robin and Wendy are sitting down talking. I think Wendy hooked up with Robin, and Robin is saying to Wendy, how come when I was trying to have Giselle's back from Karen attacking her, y'all remember episode 2, Karen and Giselle had vicious words for each other. Karen was saying Giselle got a fiery hot box from Sing Sing, okay? Not Sing Sing, she said from Sing Sing. Sing Sing is a prison. And Giselle was calling Karen all kinds of names, and they were viciously tearing each other down, viciously, verbally tearing each other down, which can be just as damaging as physical. But one thing we know about the Grand Dame, Karen, you could bring all the smoke. She does not care. It's not going to tear Karen down. She's going to be smiling in the next scene because she knows how to handle females like that. But Robin was in her feelings because Wendy is supposed to be friends with her and Giselle. You know, they kind of make their little cliques. So she said to Wendy, why, when I was trying to come for Karen, were you telling me to stop? You supposed to be me and Giselle's friend. And then Wendy said, well, Robin, it was at my event. I don't want y'all fighting at my event, so I was trying to make everybody chill out. Now, do you think Robin had a good point and feeling a way that all of a sudden Wendy, the person she thought was going to have their back, says, no, 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 stop. Stop saying this kind of stuff to her. Stop jumping on Karen. Do y'all feel that Wendy was wrong and dishonest? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you. Oh, happy birthday, Rochelle. Happy birthday. Yes, thank you for the happy anniversaries for Lisa. Right. This is that's crazy. They're on the dating show. I think Sing Sing I thought Sing Sing was a prison, but maybe I don't know, Yolanda. Yes, they all need help, Gio. Yes, boss. Yes. Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. So I found that to be interesting that Robin felt away. I get it. I get it. Wendy is her and Giselle's friend because you know they're cliques. And she didn't like that Wendy jumped in and said, get up off of Karen. Let's just move on. But Wendy had a point. It was at her event. She just wanted the fighting to stop, basically. I don't know if that makes her unloyal. I guess we have to see how much she starts riding for Karen. Because don't forget, in a scene coming up, she meets with Karen, and her and Karen did not used to be good friends on the last couple of seasons. So that's going to be interesting, but I will get to that in a second. All right, if you got this far and you haven't subscribed to me, Please do so, y'all. I would love to have you as a part of the family. Living Life with Lisa. Lisa's link is in the description box. Next episode 4 is going to be at her house. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, Rochelle, I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. All right, so now it gets off of that scene with Robin and Wendy, and it goes to Candace. It shows Candace on a video call with her mama. If y'all remember Candace's mother in the other episodes, that woman was a beast, but she was running Candace's life. I don't know if y'all remember that, okay? We are on season 6. So there's been plenty of episodes, plenty of seasons where the mother was very instrumental. She was paying their mortgage. She was paying their bills. Her and Candace were fighting a lot because Candace wanted to be treated as a grown woman, but you're living under your mother's roof and your mother's paying all the bills. So the mother wasn't really treating her with that much respect, because if you want to be treated with respect, you need to have your own house with your own mortgage under your own name and your husband's. So the mother didn't have a lot of respect in the earlier seasons because Candace and Chris were still under her roof basically and she was paying the mortgage. So now, fast forward to season 6, Candace and her husband Chris have finally bought their own house. Big, beautiful house. Big, beautiful house. So this scene goes to Candace on a video call with her mother. She's saying to her mother that Chris is now going to be managing her singing career because for some reason, Chris seems to have no job. He's kind of like Ray. Like, what do you do? What does he do? So I think Candace is employing him for her because she's trying to be a singer, she's trying to be an actor, and she's doing this reality show. So Candace is trying to boss up. So she's going to bring Chris along like a lot of the women do. Women nowadays are just bosses, period, across the board. It used to be where it was just men. Now women are really stepping up big time. So now Candace is going to, of course, employ her husband so that it doesn't look like he doesn't have a job. So she's on a video call with her mother. She told her mother, guess what? I got some news. Chris is going to be my manager. So of course, the mother, being the boss that she is and very outspoken, said, okay, good luck with that. Candace did not like that. She said, Mom, I feel like you're being passive aggressive. Why would you say that? So instantly Candace got defensive that her mother said, good luck with that. So then the mother said to her, which is a good point. Let me see. She needs her own. Yes, she does. Yes, she does, Donna. So the mother also says to her, basically when a man don't have his bringing his own money in from his own business or whatever he's doing, it's trouble. That is trouble to come. It's going to be very hard. People that are married don't do well in him working for her. How many men do you know that really are deep down okay with working for their wife? Some are secure, some it becomes an argument all the time. So far, every woman that I've seen who's on TV, whose husband is their manager, it's a lot of fights. Even when their mother, their father, their sister, their brother is their manager, it never works. So I thought the mother's advice was solid, but I think the delivery is what made Candace get defensive and shut down. So then Candace said, you're being very passive aggressive, and I'm going to need you to mind your business. First of all, she wouldn't have had no business to mind if you didn't tell her. Stop opening your mouth telling your mother stuff because you know she's going to keep it 100 and tell you what she thinks. So I thought on Candace's side, that was very tacky because let me tell you something. A lot of times mama knows best. We really do. You know, we've been in this world, baby. We see things how they are before you even see it as our child. So I think Candace should have gave her a little bit more respect because mama knows best. You might want to think about what she said, put it in the vote, and just say, okay, Mom, I get that, but your delivery could have been a little better. You know, just reel her in for the delivery, but then say, but Mama, I got that in the vote. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Respect her opinion. She's been around. She's a boss. How you think she could pay for your house and her house and everybody else's house too? That old mama got money of her own. They haven't delved into really what her deal is, but I think the mom is one bad chick, honey. She just very straightforward. She goes from the hip, and people don't like that, you know? Let me see. Would have more success with a different manager. Oh, absolutely. I think when you have I think the good thing about Chris obviously being there, she can trust him. She feels like he won't try to steal from her, or things like that. But Chris has never been a manager, one, and now all of a sudden he's going to try to tell her, do this, do that, do that. Candace has a nasty attitude. She doesn't listen to regular people in the world, and she's not going to listen to Chris. It's going to be so messy to come that they could end up in divorce if he manages her. I really do believe that. I think she needs to find somebody else, get some references on somebody else, and just let Chris be there to have her back. Let Chris be your assistant, not your manager, because he's going to try to boss her around, and that little slick mouth on Candace is not going to work well between the two of them. Okay, so that's what I think about that. I think it's a bad idea. I'm with the mother. I think it's a bad idea. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, thank you. Ah, Buddha said, hold it down. So that's my thoughts on that. I think the mother is right. I think the mother just had a different, she should have just said it a different way, basically. And then it went on to Karen, okay? And then it went on to Karen. Karen, they're at Wendy shows up. She comes to visit Karen. Let me remind you, Wendy and Karen did not get along in other seasons. But I guess now that Wendy got the new boobs, the new butt, she's feeling herself. She's leaving her political career in 5 degrees to start her own candle line, home essentials, throw pillows, sheets, comforters, everything for the house. So Wendy is feeling like Zen Win is what she calls herself. Zen Win. She's feeling at peace. She's feeling good about her decision to quit her 6-figure job, basically, to start a home essentials line. So Karen, as we all know, which is right, where's Karen? You probably can't see her. Right? Where I don't see her, but Karen, as we all know, is a boss. Karen has her Ladam line. Karen has a wig line. Karen got cologne. Karen is doing her thing. So Wendy, the new Zen Win, decided to go over to Karen's house so she could get business tips from Karen, which is very smart. That's what I was saying that Robin should have been doing, trying to give her some advice, lift her up. So she goes to Karen's house. Karen says feels honored that Wendy is coming to her, and she will absolutely give her advice, and she will try to help her in any way that she can. That's what real people do. That's what real women bosses do. You don't try to leave somebody in the back. There's enough money out here for us all to win. If you don't uplift women and try to help them out when they need you, it's going to cause bad karma on you and what you're trying to do. I strongly believe that. I think women should try to lift each other up in business. Even if you're not doing what that person is doing, giving encouraging words, ordering something, saying, if you need me for anything, let me know. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. And then that person is going to want to do that for you. So when Robin was just talking smack about her wanting to do a candle business, whereas Karen said, no, bring it on over. Let me see the packaging. Let me see the candle. Let me see how it smells. How much money do you have invested in it? Do you have a business plan? So Karen is boom, 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 hitting her with things she needs to have in place. I thought that was amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. So she gives Karen the candle in a beautiful bag. I thought the packaging was really nice. I love the black box. Karen took the candle out, and Karen said, this is a real sexy, really nice looking candle. So Karen approved of the packaging. That is a big deal. That is step one of your business, so she had her prototype to show Karen of the candle, the packaging, the name. I thought it was really nice that Karen hit her with all those questions, but also because if it wasn't good, Karen would have said, no, I don't like it. So she told Karen, she said, well, I have 20,000. Karen instantly said, double that. She was like, $40,000. Oh my God. I don't know I don't know if I think Karen wasn't just talking about the candle, you need to double the price. I think she was talking about the whole home essentials line that she's trying to do. Because if a candle, to get a candle business off the ground is going to cost you $40,000, that candle better be everlasting, honey. That candle better last the whole year of me burning it every single day, a whole year. Oh, okay. Uh-uh. Yes, and and I can relate to that because I say that all the time about myself. I say I want to be the Black Martha Stewart for being able to know how to DIY. I want to learn how to do crafts. So I really respect Martha Stewart for that. So I always make that joke. Oh, I want to be the Black Martha Stewart, but for a different reason. I wanted to learn how to do DIYs and things like that. So I definitely could relate to that. Um, would you buy? Yes, yes, absolutely. I would, because I want to shop Black businesses, so I would definitely do that to try to support. Because again, like I was saying, we have to start supporting each other. If Black women don't stick together, you know what we doing. Of course, you can't buy everybody's stuff in the world, but you can buy something here and there. You know what I mean? So I would try it for sure. Hey, Anita, welcome back. Right. Right, Gio. Come on. For $40,000 to get it started, that candle better last for 10 years. That's all I'm saying. That better cover the sheets. It better cover those throw pillows she talking about, the comforters, honey, and everything else. $40,000, girl. but but at the end of the day, I respect that Karen was holding her down and telling her what to do. She was leading her on the right path. Karen was very open with, come to me for anything and I will help you any way I can. And I think that is absolutely, if you're a real boss, that is how you do it. So that was the scene with Robin and Karen. Now let me move on. Thank you for using my emojis, Buddha. Thank you. Now we go to Mia's house, the new girl, Mia. So Gordon is her husband. She is telling the story. Mia has one kid, a younger son with her current husband. Her youngest son is probably like 7 or 8. And then your older one might be 12, 13, somewhere in that line. So she was married before. And her oldest son is by a guy named Tim. Her youngest son is with her older husband. He is 30 years older than her. Let's remember that, okay? She is in her 30s. He is in his 60s. So he's 30 years older than her, but they've been together a long time. They met in the strip club. She finally admitted to that. And she admitted she was a stripper. At first, she said she was just a bartender. But then in this episode, she said she was a stripper. So she's talking to her husband, and and they're talking about the friendship between Gordon and Tim. So they are co-parenting because Gordon is the person in the house right now with both the sons. But when Tim comes over to get his son or whatever, they are very cool. I love that. I think that you should at some point be far enough in your mind that you are so over your ex that there is no more animosity. And the kids could just see y'all getting along for once in their life. So her son has that. Gordon and Tim, they kiki it up or whatever. They are cool. He gets his son, he talks to Gordon, he talks to Mia, and he leaves. So they're co-parenting. And that's a beautiful thing. That's how it should be. So they were talking about that a little bit. And that's when she was talking about being in foster care and that her mom and dad was on drugs. She was very emotional about it, but she also made it very clear she wants to try to reconnect with her mother and see if she can move on mentally. Got to be the best, right? It better come with it all. You're right. Jill says stripper these love too, okay? Anita, in that moment, Karen was being a real friend. Now, we all know Karen can be shady, but Karen is also a real one. And unless you come for her, she can ride out with you at any time. Okay, so that scene with Mia and Gordon was only really talking about her trying to reconnect with her mother and the relationship her husband has with her ex. So then it goes to Candace. Candace goes, Karen goes over to Candace's new house. Remember, the Candace and Karen saga goes back to, I think this is season 6, so it might have been season 4, when her and Monique Samuels had that brutally physical beat down fight on camera. Monique literally dragged Candace all over that place and beat the dog shit out of her. You hear me? On camera. It's not the first fight I've seen in reality TV, but it's definitely one of the top 5, maybe even top 3. Monique pulled out a can of whip ass on Candace's big mouth that Candace did not expect. So I say that to say this. I just wanted to remind you of the history of Karen and Candace. Karen and Candace used to be good friends a couple of seasons ago. When that fight happened between Candace and Monique, Karen would not take Candace's side alone. She decided to play neutral. And the reason she chose that is because if y'all know Candace, like I've said all the time, her mouth is big. She was antagonizing Monique for season after season, running that mouth, popping off on that mouth like she's a thug. So at some point, finally, Monique just said, snatch, wop, 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 wop. The wop, 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 wop. She whopped her up. Okay, she took her lunch money, bell rang. But it took a while to get to that. Candace has been running her mouth for a long time. She deserved that ass whooping. It is what it is. And that's why Karen said to her back when this fight happened, listen, Candace, you have ran your mouth. It took a lot for Monique to get here. So I love you, but I don't think Monique is solely wrong just because you got beat. So Karen has played that position this whole time. That is why Candace is very upset with Karen. She wants Karen to take her side and say Monique was wrong, Candace was right, and that's it. Karen won't do it. She said that she understood why Monique did what she did, that people are ignoring the fact of all the nasty stuff that Candace has said. Candace doesn't want her to say that. She just wants her to say Monique is wrong. She got Giselle on her side. She got Robin on her side. She wants Karen, her friend, to be on her side. I feel like this. If you a real one and you can say the nasty, vicious stuff that Candace was saying to Monique and then tried to call her out like, who gonna do something to me? And she's in her face, you are going to get snatched by your wig. But you better be able to know how to fight if your mouth is as big as Candace's mouth is. So I respect the fact that Karen stood. Candace has been very mad at Karen because of this. That's why she's mad at her. She wanted Karen to take her side. So she thought, okay, I'm going to have Karen come over and we're going to try to resolve this. You know, I don't know if y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. That is my show as well. It is on now as well. And in there's a girl named Letitia who's always crying to a girl named Kimmy about Kimmy not taking her side no matter what she does wrong. Candace reminds me of Letitia. Big old crybabies with big mouths, but no backup. They can't back up anything they talk about. They just do a lot of this, the pop off. Some people are not talkers. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say too much. You keep running your mouth, eventually you're going to get your bell rung. Period. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong. You're going to get your bell rung, okay? She got her bell rung, period. And you can't be mad that Karen is not taking your side. She's staying in the middle. So she tried to call Karen out on it again. What is your position, Karen, on this whole thing between me and Monique? Because you wasn't taking up for me the other season. Karen looked her in her face and said, my position is the same. Period. I'm not changing my position. I'm staying neutral. There was things that happened between both of y'all. Just because she got her bell rung don't mean that Monique is wrong for defending herself. So Karen told her straight up in her face, I'm going to stay my position as being neutral. I'm not taking Monique's side and I'm not taking your side because you're both wrong. So clap to that. I agree. Stand your ground, Karen. Stay with your position. Candace did not know what to do with that. Candace was looking at her like, is this bitch serious? Yes, baby, she's serious. That's the way it is. So what you want to do now? Because you brought her over here to try to get her on your side, just like Letitia does all the time with Kimmy. You got her over here. And she said no. Basically, she said no. So what do you want to do now? So they standing there looking at each other like, now what? So then Candace said, with some tears, because of course she got to cry. You know, she always got to cry. Let me see. Karen is friends with both, but she did call both of them out for being wrong. Exactly. Exactly, Yolanda. Exactly. Boss life. Boss life. Boss life. Calling boss life. you need to watch that episode. Bring that back to season like 4 or 5 or something, where Monique rang Candace's bell. Well deserved, you ask me, because that would have been me. I can't argue too much. Like, you're not gonna be in my face and she was putting her hands in Monique's face. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So Monique says, snatch, snatch. That's what I'm gonna do. Blah, 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 blah. Bell rung. Bell rung. Ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Karen saying you was running your mouth. You both were wrong. I'm staying neutral. It is what it is. And Candace got to suck that up. So what Candace said in her private confessional is, well, that means, well, she also said it to her. That means our friendship won't be where it was, but I will be cordial. Karen is a boss. Karen could care less about a little old Candace over there. Candace over there. She don't care. So Candace was like, okay. Karen was like, okay, I respect that. And I'm going to get ready to go. Deuces. Karen got to go finish being a boss. Karen is in her late 50s. Candace is in her 30s. I'm sure Karen won't lose any sleep. You can't force me to take your side. She is so the Letitia of the group. That's the annoying thing for me about Letitia is that whiny crybaby crap. Big mouth, but a crybaby. Candace, big mouth, but a crybaby. Facts, you know? So, right. Monique is not on the show. I hope Candace don't bother Karen for the rest. Come on, Yolanda. Exactly, boo. Exactly. Yes, I think you can see it on YouTube as well. Just put in Monique and Candace fight. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the background. We used this one on the first episode, then we used another one on the second, but I went back to this one. I like this one as well. And I think on the green screen, this one comes out really well. So don't worry about it. Come on, Yolanda. Let's get her a candy crying tissue, honey. Candace crying tissue. You use this tissue and it will never ever get wet. You can use it over and over again and pass it on to Letitia. Okay? I don't know if y'all even know Letitia. Anyways, let's move on. That's what that scene was about. They ended it with agreeing to be cordial, but they're not going to be friends like they used to be. Now, boom, it's time for Ashley's pamper party that Giselle is throwing her at a like a spa type place. So there, all the girls are coming in there. So Giselle is there setting up flowers. Candace is the first one there. Um, she's telling Giselle about her conversation with Karen, because don't forget, Giselle and Robin are team Candace. So as soon as Candace came in, she told Giselle what Karen said. So instantly because Giselle and Karen hate each other. So instantly Giselle was like, oh, that bitch is wrong. She was wrong for that. She's still not going to take your side. So now she's mad at Karen all over again. But they already don't get along. So what do you expect? You know? So they're there talking about that. Wendy comes in, Robin comes in, Ashley comes in, and Ascali, the new girl that Robin brought onto the scene, comes in as well. And Giselle is looking at Karen. Giselle is, when they're walking in and Karen comes in with her gift for Ashley, Giselle is sitting in the chair giving her the venomous side eye, because now not only is she mad for saying that she had a fiery hot box from Sing Sing, she mad all over again because Karen would not take Candace's side. She feels like Karen is just a horrible person. She's not a real friend, and she is just somebody that Giselle can't stand. So when Karen comes in and totally ignores her and does what bosses do, she goes over to Ashley, gives Ashley a gift, kisses everybody, says hi to everybody, and acts like Giselle don't even exist. She already know that they're not on good terms, but it ain't gonna stop her from showing up. And it shouldn't. She should be there for Ashley. She should absolutely be there for Ashley. So when they come in, Karen's looking at her crazy. Can you make it? Oh, okay, I see that one. All right. So then they're all playing the pregnancy game where they're showing pictures of each other's bellies, and they have to guess whose belly was who. Who was that person in the picture? I thought that was a cute game, very cute. So then Karen says to Mia, how are things with you? And Karen says to Mia, how are things with you and Wendy? Because Wendy and Mia have been having words exchanged. Mia is brand new on the scene. Wendy tried to come for her last episode. She was all like trying to tell her, I don't know, she was giving her some kind of a warning about staying away from her or something. Wendy instantly did not like Mia for no reason. This is your sister surgery person. Why don't you like her? But she never liked her. Wendy been giving Mia a hard time from the beginning. So Karen sat next to Mia and said to Mia, she was whispering to Mia, how are things with you and Wendy? Because last time when Wendy was coming for Mia, she told Mia, you better not put your hand in my face. And Mia said, I'll put my hand in your face if I want to. What you gonna do about it? Bitch, what you gonna do about it? Wendy went, oh, she clutched her pearls. You know, this is 5-degree Nigerian Botox Wendy. You know, she went, oh, she couldn't believe the new girl, Mia, called her out. Mia is a foster kid. She's a thug from the streets underneath all that makeup, honey. So she was not scared. She said to her, I put my hands in your face. What you gonna do about it? That's where it left off in episode 2. That was last week when we were on Lisa's page. So Karen asked her, rightfully so, how is things going? Mia said to Karen, how about we ask Wendy about it? Because this subject needs to be addressed anyway. So instead of just talking to Karen in the corner, Mia said, let's talk about it. Okay, y'all. Wendy was ready for the smoke. She wasn't ready last time because Mia caught her off guard and said, my hand is here. What you gonna do about it? She needed a whole week to think of her comeback, which is exactly the way it felt to me. So instantly, Wendy was like, oh, this week I got time, baby. That's what she was doing. This week I got time. Tick-tock. TikTok. I was like, it took her all week to think of the TikTok. That's the corniest comeback. That is not no thug words. Nobody's scared of TikTok. Zen Win is here and I got time today. So TikTok, baby. I thought that was extremely corny. I think she caught her ass off guard last week. That's when she should have came with the smoke. It took her a whole week to come back with a comeback, y'all. Took her a whole week. And what she came up with is, I got time today. TikTok. Boo. Boo. Yes, boo, baby. Boo. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. This show, it is drama. Well, all the reality shows are. That's what they do. Come on, Yolanda. That's what I'm talking about. Zen Win is going to get her wig snatched eventually. Okay? So that was her comeback. It took her all week to recover. So this time she was ready. I'm ready today. I'm ready today. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it just looked so corny. It looked like it took her all week to say it and she was waiting to get it off to me. I thought it was a corny comeback. You know, all you had to do when Mia said, we got to talk about it, I'd have turned around and said, yeah, let's talk about it. Because last week you caught me off guard. This week I'm ready though. Period. Let the silence take the room. That's all I would have said. I just would have said, yeah, last week you caught me off guard. I didn't expect you, Barbie doll, to try to come like that. But this week, I'm ready to talk about it. And I would have got real quiet because sometimes that silence is more lethal than running your mouth and people know what you're going to do. You got to move in silence. They don't need to always know they're about to get their wig snatched. You know what I'm saying? So she could have just played that out, let that marinate. Let him marinate, baby. You know? So they're sitting there, they're talking about it. Wendy's trying to be all aggressive now, which was real stupid to me. I just thought it was very rehearsed, and it took her a week to figure it out. So then Wendy, when Mia was trying to talk about it, and Giselle said to Wendy, be quiet for 1 second and let Mia say her piece, Wendy got pissed because, they want you to be on their side. Everybody has to pick a side with this group, you know? Even though you see something's going wrong, everybody has to take a side. Right, Yolanda. She reading off the cue cards. She got to put her head right. So then, even she's over talking Mia. So Giselle chimes in and says, hold on, Wendy. Let us hear what Mia has to say about that whole situation. You haven't let her talk. So Wendy gets so mad at Giselle and says, what do you mean? Why are you taking up for her, basically? Giselle said, I'm not taking up for her. I just want to hear what she has to say. And then Wendy said, well, no, she's dismissed. She's dismissed. Because remember, she had all week to come up with this comeback. Her plan was to try to sting Mia so that she don't look stupid to the world and try to not let her talk. That's exactly what she was doing. She didn't want Mia to be able to come back with a real zinger on her ass again. So she tried to shut it down. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. And she kept saying it, talking over Giselle, talking over Mia. Again, very corny, very childish, and you're not from the streets because that's not what we do. We're not dismissing nobody. This is a conversation that needs to be had, baby. Dismiss? Dismiss where? Where are we going? To the restroom? Where are we going? You dismissed? Who dismisses somebody when it's a grown conversation? Punk people, punk asses, punk asses, punk asses, punk asses dismiss stuff. People with 5 degrees and never had a fight in their life dismiss stuff. Real people who's been through it in their life are ready to stand in it, talk about it. I'm going to let you talk so I can hear what you got to say, and you're going to let me talk. That's what real ones do. 5-degree ones over there, the ones over there that live on the hill, they dismiss stuff and don't let you talk. That's a real punk move. So again, to me, Wendy just looked weak. She was trying to come off strong, like she's defending herself. Yeah, but you didn't let Mia talk, so you're still a punk, just like last week when she checked you. Who gonna check me, boo? I had never seen this show. Yes, Buddha, okay. And you gonna hear what I said, right? No clap to that. Come on. So she kept doing the dismiss thing, and then she was mad at Giselle because she said Giselle isn't loyal because Giselle was trying to let Mia talk. These girls are so petty with that, y'all. It is unbelievable to me. So, anyways, then it goes to Ascali, the new girl that Robin has brought into the group. So Ascali asked Karen about Giselle. Oh, so Ascali brings up that Giselle told her that Karen is an alcoholic, that Karen drinks a lot. Really not necessary to say when you brand new on the scene, but I get it. Everybody that's brand new tries to do something to bring the drama. But it wasn't a necessary comment. First of all, I can drink as much as I want, and I don't care what you think. And that's Karen's stance on it. Oh, I love to party, girl. Give me a good cocktail. As a matter of fact, you can come over and have a drink with me. When you're grown, you don't have to explain to anybody about how much you drink and don't drink. Karen don't drink no more than the rest of them girls. Every single scene, every single time they're on, they're all drinking all day long at different events. So what makes Karen any different, to be honest? I ain't never seen not one of them turn down a drink. But grown folks is always trying to tell grown folks about what they drinking and what they don't drinking. Me personally, I'm gonna drink when I want, because I'm grown. But people are always trying to make little statements to people that have their cocktails. Girl, bye. And a Scully tried to be messy, but Karen said, next time come with me, you can have a drink too. Karen doesn't care. Karen is a boss. Karen don't care. But a Scully tried it with that. That was real corny, but she tried it. She tried it. So then Mia is talking, and Mia says she finally admits to the group that she was a stripper, but she was a stripper in a ball gown, and most of the guys didn't even want to have sex. She just was a fancy stripper. It wasn't about sleeping with nobody. It was just a job, basically. And they're all making their little side comments, going, "Girl, you know you had sex." You know, they're doing their little confessionals, being shady behind her back like they normally do. You know? All right. So it goes on to, and we're still at the party. We're still at the event for Ashley. Then Giselle decides she's going to leave. So Giselle leaves early because she's pissed off that Karen is there. Mind you, she's the one that threw the pampered party for Ashley. And she's leaving early because Karen's there and she doesn't want to be around her. Another corny ass female move. I think weak people leave because somebody else is in the room. I just don't like stuff like that. If we got a mutual friend, I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to show up and show out. We're going to have a good time for her. There was no reason for Giselle to leave early because she's so intimidated by Karen, I guess, that she can't be around her. So that, my friends, is Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 3. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's where it ended. And then it went on to show previews about episodes to come. Ooh, baby, this thing is going to heat up. Okay, the previews were showing Mia and Candace, because I don't think they really had a chance to be around each other. Not really. That is going to be interesting because Candace is still running her mouth. And Mia is just like Monique. She will snatch your wig. So that is going to be extremely interesting. I cannot wait for the other episodes to come. These girls know how to bring the drama. Yes, boss life. Yes. Right. So, that's why I said, for me, reality TV is my dirty little secret. I've always loved reality TV. I always will. I don't care. If some people don't like it, I don't care. It's entertainment for me. I think it is extremely fun to watch. Now, a lot of these girls, this is real life stuff. They are really not friends in real life. Like, this is not just made for TV. A lot of these situations are real. Okay, that is the end of Real House of Potomac. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, let me just say one thing, because Love and Marriage Huntsville is another one of my shows. It comes on basically Saturday, and Real Housewives of Potomac comes on Sunday. So we didn't do both because it was just together, too close, and that would have been a lot. But let me say, has anybody in here been keeping up with Love and Marriage Huntsville? The whole Melanie and Martell is just so sad. I personally just feel bad for the kids. They got 4 beautiful kids together. And I hate that these two can't get along. And so my prayers for Melanie and Martell, no matter what Martell did, Martell ain't the first and he won't be the last man to cheat. He ain't the first. He won't be the last man to have a baby outside his marriage. That's why they're divorced. Okay, that is done. So let's try to go forward with our separate lives, but co-parent, because all 4 of their kids are basically under 12. This venom and this fighting every single time is not healthy for the kids. So I'm praying for them that it gets better. I really, really am. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to always do me, Buddha. You know me. I'm going to always do me. I'm going to always do what I like. I'm just glad that y'all stuck in here with me the whole time and listened to me do it without my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. But don't forget, next Monday, August 2nd, we will be at her house watching her. We will both be there talking about episode 4. She'll be done with her little vacation, honey. And so we will be back. I hope y'all got the bell on for the reality ladies, honey. Yes, yes. Boom. Because we got all the tea, honey. We got all the tea. I am loving doing it. I just think it's a lot of fun. Yes, Love and Marriage Huntsville is back out, Yolanda. Yep. Yep. And they started Love and Marriage Huntsville, I believe, already did two episodes. So, they're getting ready to go on to the third one. And it came on Saturday that just passed. And I tell you, man, that whole Kimmy and Letitia and Kimmy and her husband trying to co-parent both their boys, very interesting story. I love Kimmy. Kimmy shoots from the heart, from the hip. Kimmy's a straight shooter. She gonna say what it is, whether you like it or not. I like that about her. That's the same reason I like Karen in Real Housewives of Potomac. Martell and Melanie are always going to say what's on their spirit. They going through real life issues in real life. So that is another one, y'all, that I wish that we could have reviewed that one as well. But trying to do them both, I don't know. I don't know how that would work unless we did one on Saturday night right after the show and then this one on Monday. I don't know. But I just thought that one is the craziness that's coming on Love and Marriage Huntsville, just like Real Housewives of Potomac is going to be bananas. Bananas. Thank you, boss. Thank you. I watched not all of them. Like I've never seen Beverly Hills. I never seen New York. I've never all of those. I watch basically the black ones. Let me just be real with it. I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine. Those are like some of my top ones that I watch. I've never seen the Orange Counties, the Beverly Hills, the New York. I never seen any of those. To be completely honest, I haven't. Thank you. Yes, Yolanda, both shows serve tea. Let me tell you, next season or next go round, we're probably going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville because we will be switching it up. The reality ladies we're going to do this one because this is a new season, so we're doing Potomac now. Next season, we're going to figure out which one we want to do. I'm thinking whenever this one is done, whatever one is coming up next, which might be, it's probably going to be Housewives of Atlanta. So once we're done with one season, whatever season of another one comes up after that, I'm going to assume it's going to be Real Housewives of Atlanta because it's kind of time for them to come back. So we shall see, but I hope that y'all keep the reality ladies in your reminder box. I think Lisa has a thumbnail set up. I'm going to set up another thumbnail for mine for the following Monday. Hers is August 2nd. The next one over here is going to be August 9th. So I'll be setting up another thumbnail for August 9th. Well, I thank you guys for being with me an hour and 15 minutes. Woo! I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I like Love is Blind. I watch a lot of Netflix stuff. Definitely. Thank you, Whitney. Hey, Whitney, how you doing? All right, you guys, and anybody watching the replay, if you got this far, please leave me a comment. I would love to have you guys subscribe, stay with me, put the bell on, because the reality ladies are just getting started, honey. We are just getting started. We're going to do this thing. So if next season is going to be Housewives of Atlanta, I don't know. We'll know. I'll get back to y'all. But whatever's coming up next, we'll be setting it up for that as well. Yolanda, thank you so much for being in here, sis, having commentary with me. Thank you, Anita. Boss Life Online, thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, boss. Thank you. Thank you, Buddha, for being here, being the bomb mod that you are. I am working on my members and mods and loyal people shout out video. So please, or live, I might do a live, I'm not sure, but I am working on that. Just people that were influential to me on this journey that I've been on for a few years on YouTube. So that's going to be fun. Even people even my super chatters, I'm just going to have a good time shouting everybody out in a live, just spotlight, honey. Put the spotlight on these people, okay? And just people that's helped me along my way. I can't wait to do that with you guys. I hope that you guys, if you haven't seen my Real Housewives of Potomac review with me and Lisa, episode 1 is on my channel. Episode 2 is on Lisa's channel. Because honestly, I haven't figured out, I don't think that there's any way we can have reality ladies on one channel because we both have our own separate channels. So I'm not really sure how that works. Maybe I'll look into, because we both want to have this on our platforms basically. So I can grow over there when we're doing it on her channel. She can grow over here when we're doing it on my channel. So I don't know. We got some tweaking to go, but I hope y'all been enjoying it. I hope y'all enjoy our backgrounds, our reality shirts. I've showed y'all before. We got more coming. We got our mug. We are working on a song. We got to have some kind of reality song. You know what I mean? So it's just been fun, and I hope y'all been enjoying it. Take care of yourself, and always a pleasure and great seeing you. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, guys. And you guys have a good day. I hope you enjoy your week. We are just beginning. Make boss moves. If you're on YouTube, make boss moves because YouTube is also a source of income. Having more than one income in your life is not a bad thing, you guys. So even if you're working, make time for YouTube. Get that little gas bill. What boss life say? Electric bill, gas bill money. Get that little money coming in, honey. Just work. Make boss moves. Multiple incomes is a thing, honey. Don't look back to your past. Always look forward. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye. See y'all later. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you, Mr. Rel. Thank you. Thank you. Please watch the playback whenever you have time. I did a review on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Next week, it's at Living Life with Lisa on August 2nd is the next one, episode 4. Bye. Yep. Thank you, Terrell. I appreciate you, sis. I got to get over to yours and see if you're doing any more beautiful singing over there. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here so I can go figure out what I'm going to cook today. I don't know why I had a taste for something I haven't made in years, to be quite honest. It's ziti. I don't know what made ziti come to mind, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some stuff for some ziti, honey. So real random, real random. Yes. Great. Yes, it's at Lisa's August 2nd. So every Monday we do it, but she's my co-host, so we alternate. So sometimes we're on my channel and then we're on her channel. So this week is my channel, episode 4 is her channel, episode 5 is mine. So you got to have us both in with the bell on. Her link is in the description. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you. I know, Terrell, I don't know. I haven't had ziti since probably high school. Who eats ziti nowadays? But I woke up wanting ziti. So when you want something, what do? You go get it. So I am running to the grocery store. It was raining here in Arizona, and we were in a drought. But now it rained for 2 days. So that is great. I'm going to shoot up out of here, and I will see y'all later. Bye. There goes the co-host, Terrell. My mod Buddha has put her link in the chat. So please put her bell on. We'll be over there on August 2nd. Bye. Thank you, thank you. Bye-bye, y'all. See you later. Let me see. Thank you, Buddha, for putting my merchandise. She put my join button. She put the co-host. I got the best mods. Well, honestly, I just got Buddha, really. And it dropped the link team on Fridays. But Buddha's my main mod. She's always rocking with me. Thank you, Buddha. All right. Bye-bye, y'all. Okay, this time I'm for real. Bye, y'all.